Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. You gotta let this room fill up. Cody B, what up, man? With your slick ass remarks, man. You still my son, though, bro. I'ma have you call in one day, brother. Much love, Cody B, baby. Cody B, I got you, baby. And work on your diving, man. You gotta work on your diving. Yeah, we got the dog catcher, baby. Yo, dog catcher, we got 2 people calling in. Yeah, I'm gonna let the room fill up, baby. Let the room fill up. Antonio, I see you, baby. Packing Nation. Everybody that hit me up, I know who your teams be. Don't even worry about it. Packing Nation. I don't like how they doing your boy Aaron Rodgers, though, but we gonna get into that later on. Miss Holly Howe, my sister. Much love. Let the room fill up, man. We got a lot of great callers today, guys. A lot of great callers. You want to stay posted. You want to stay online. I got 2 dudes that's ready to try to just lay it down for us on the Al York Sports Show. Okay, let's get started. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, LES, the Lower East Side, all that, man. LES to the death. Triple H Entertainment, Syndicate Radio, TV, D Beeman, One Voice, to all my beloveds, the dog catcher, the secret weapon, the specialist, and credit fix. Never too late to get your credit fix. Inbox me, IG me, or email me at al.newyork@yahoo.com. Dino, I'm going to say it again. Shout out to Syndicate Radio, TV. You just missed it. And my boy, the Doughboy. I got my Doughboy checking in today. All right, let's go to news, guys. We got a lot of stuff to cover today. Don't leave. I got 2 guys calling with some hot topics. If y'all miss out, then y'all lose out. That's on y'all, bro. Let's go to MLB baseball. Former Yankee general manager Bob Watson died. He was 74 years old. He died due to kidney failures, according to his son. Bob Watson was the first black GM in baseball to lead his team to a World Series victory. So salute and rest in peace to Bob Watson. In other news, ex-Houston manager Howe is in ICU due to coronavirus, and it was confirmed by Houston TV station KPRC2, where he admitted that, he got the coronavirus and he's in ICU. God bless you. I hope you overcome it. Howe, great baseball player. Good manager also. And in the NBA, not to bring up the Kobe Bryant incident, but the pilot that was driving the helicopter that day, it showed at his autopsy, he had no drugs or no alcohol in his system. Not that changes the aftermath, but it's good to know that they didn't die because of his failures. It was just an accident. Not that he was drunk or he was drugged up and he took out 9 people. You know what I'm saying? So, at least being a family member, you can rest a little easier knowing that the pilot was at full throttle. You know what I'm saying? In other news, it's about to get hectic. Let me get this joke real quick. In UFC, Oscar De La Hoya and boxing, this is boxing in UFC, Oscar De La Hoya is calling out Conor McGregor. He's saying that he would knock him the fuck out in 2 rounds. I don't think Oscar De La Hoya at this stage of his life is going to knock out Conor McGregor, who's very much in fighting shape. You ask me, he's trying to get this big exhibition fight going, just like, Mayweather was able to pull it off. Mike Tyson seems like he's about to pull it off. And if you ask me, that's what De La Hoya is trying to do. It will be intriguing because I can see De La Hoya really trying to get at McGregor, because from my understanding, they don't like each other. So that would be kind of intriguing for an exhibition bout. But I don't think he's going to knock him out in no 2 rounds. That's not happening, bro. That is not happening. In other news, I got to say this right here. I'm very disappointed. We're going to the NFL. I'm very disappointed with linebacker James Harrison, who I looked at Harrison as one of the premier defensive players. Not no top 10, but, he was top 50. Harrison was a beast. Y'all seen what he did in the Super Bowl against the Arizona Cardinals when he got that 99-yard interception run back that cost me $3,300 because I had $3,300 to win $3,000 first half Cardinals, and James Harrison shattered my dreams. But beside that, real good football player, always getting penalized because he was like an abuser on the field. But it was sad to hear that he called out his ex-coach, Mike Tomlin, saying that when he hit Muhammad Massaquoi, the wide receiver that was the wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns at the time, that he said that Tomlin handed him an envelope. Now, my thing is, you know, he announced this in a Going Deep podcast, and then it went live on ESPN, etc. I got many questions behind this. First of all, what was your motive? That's first of all, for you to bring out this story now. Second of all, why would you throw Mike Tomlin under the bus like that? Now, I know you had differences with Mike Tomlin because he kept taking you out the game on third downs. You didn't like that. You felt like you was a 3-down defensive guy and Mike Tomlin didn't see it in you no more to be playing all 3 downs. But at the end of the day, he didn't disrespect you. He just went by what he kind of knew. Hold up, guys. We got a phone call. Wow, we're going to be real busy today. Yeah, what's up, guy? Welcome to the Al York Sports Show.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
All right, guys,
Brother
listen, I'm going to hold in Mike Tomlin, James Harrison talk. We're going to take on this phone call. We got my boy Rio Grande coming in on the show. Rio Grande, educate the audience about yourself, and let's get it going, man. We got 10 minutes max. Let's get it going.
What's good, man? First of all, man, I just want to, just say I'm completely humbled, man, because I know exactly 100% what you're going through, man, and how much of a grind it's been on the show doing your thing, man. People just really don't understand, just what we all been through. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's like just working for free, dog, but it's working for free with a plan, though. You know what I mean?
But I love doing what I do. You over there writing up the topics, man. Just giving it to us raw every week, man. Just no help. Just you straight just giving it like no other, man. So I appreciate that, bro. And I have to say that first and foremost before we get rolling.
I appreciate you also, my brother. And it's good to know that certain people know the struggle, and that makes me feel a little better inside. But talk to us, my brother.
Yo, man, I just wanted to say this quick little topic, man.
Yeah, brother.
And this is where we're gonna go with it. I've been sitting back hearing y'all every week talk about Michael Jordan versus LeBron and comparing them and all that old stuff. You know what I mean? It's just like, I got a different perspective on it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, a different angle that I want to hit you with.
Now, I hope it ain't about I hope it ain't saving LeBron James, because I executed him already.
Nah,
yeah, man. I executed him already. Wait, Michael's the guy. But go ahead, let's see what you got.
What I want to go on is who influenced the game and took it to the next level.
Ooh, I like that.
Change the game.
I like that.
You know what I mean? What player did that? What players did that, I should say.
Right. Can I talk now, or are you still talking?
Nah, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to answer that from my time. I know for sure Julius Erving changed the game when he came in the ABA and the NBA with the dunking, the afro, the underneath the rim stuff. That's why I get really upset, and I'm glad that we bring that up, because I got my Moses Malone Philadelphia jersey there when Julius was playing with him, and I got the Phillies joint. Not a Philly fan, but I represent all the teams. But back to Julius Erving. Julius Erving does not get enough respect for playing his part in changing the NBA to a certain degree. He never gets no love. Never gets no love. And another guy I got to bring up, I hate to say this, but he did change it up, was Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille made the NBA go to a zone defense because no man can hold him one-on-one. So if you're talking about changing the game, that is part of changing the game. And of course, MJ. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. So the fact that everybody wanted to be like Mike, that means he changed the game. Michael Jordan changed the game.
Let me tell you who you're leaving out.
Yeah.
And this is why I even brought this topic up.
Okay.
Is a simple fact that nobody says anything about Steph. What about Steph Curry, man? Come on, man.
You got a great point.
You got to give it up, man. I mean, think about it. He's got big dudes out there trying to shoot threes now. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Now let me ask you something. Now you can change the game in a good way. You can change the game in a bad way. I think Steph. I know people are gonna Bobby be like, Al, you bugging. I'm not bugging. I think he changed the game in a bad way. I'm gonna explain to you why. Don't get me wrong. It's a fun product to watch. I love watching the Golden State Warriors. But let me explain.
I'm just saying.
Let me explain.
Okay.
When you got Joel Embiid and DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis pulling up from three like they 3-point shooters, that really affects the game to me. And all that, I think Steph bring that to the league where he made it comfortable for anybody to pull up from three. And I'm old school. I believe in the big man should be more inside. Power forward should be more inside. And I understand things change, Rio. A lot of things change, and I got to get used to the new era. Like I always say, a lot of things changed up. But I'm never gonna get over the fact that you 7 foot and whatever, and you shooting threes, bro. You gotta be inside banging out. And Steph, I think, had a lot to do with these players today seeing his success for over the last 10 years that they feel they need to shoot threes. So I'm going to give you credit on that. Steph Curry did change the game, but I'm going to say in a negative form, not in a positive form. But yeah, bro.
Okay, and here, this is what I'm going to say to it. I feel like you got to look at the caliber of where the game was going to. For a minute there, the NBA had got boring. You know what I mean? LeBron, great player all the way around. But as far as a game changer, I didn't see little kids out there trying to be like LeBron, like we were trying to be like Mike, like we were wearing our Jordans.
No,
like
he's got a lot of fans.
I'm not saying he doesn't have fans,
but
LeBron,
what I'm saying
is changing the game, changing the game itself.
Right.
We're talking about changing the game. I remember back in the day when I used to hoop, you know, I used to run as fast as I could and try to jump on the free throw line to try to dunk like Mike. You know, I wanted to have wings like him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's what made him a game changer, because he played with that ferocity, that anger, like everything was just about winning.
Yeah.
He didn't care who it was. He didn't care if he was sick. It didn't bother him. It didn't matter to him. You know what I'm saying?
Dog,
he just wanted to win.
Michael did whatever it took to win. And that's what, to me, that hunger, that lead by example. And, you know, a lot of people try to knock him on The Last Dance for yelling at his players. But if you listen to them, they knew that all that was for them to win a title. At the end of the day, they were significant behind him bullying these cats. It wasn't like he was bullying them like some fourth grade bullies just to bully. No. There was reasoning behind Michael Jordan's bullying.
Who plays the game to lose in competitive sports? Nobody.
Yeah, but certain cats take it to the level.
If he's trying to elevate these cats to another level,
right,
and they're making overt mistakes, and he's banging on them and yelling at them and screaming on them. I mean, come on now, you can't knock him for that. He just wants to win.
No, but
he wants to perform at an optimum level.
Yeah, but Rio, there was stuff in practice. I don't know if you got to cover it, because I know you're a busy individual, where he was just getting on Scotty Burrell for no reason, bro. But Burrell is such a professional, such a good, you know, well-grown up individual through his parents. He just took on that challenge and tried to become the best Scotty Burrell he can become. He didn't let it break him, is what I'm trying to say. Now, you had other players that will produce. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. I'm going to give you the floor. He had guys like Will Perdue that couldn't stand that. Will Perdue couldn't stand that. And not for nothing, Will Perdue was part of one of the greatest trades that I ever seen that's one-sided. That they traded Will Perdue for Dennis Rodman, and that just basically, San Antonio just basically said, here's another couple of more championships. Because that's all the Bulls needed was a power forward, and especially if you could get one in the magnitude of the Worm, Dennis Rodman. But
right.
bro.
They got the word.
The Worm was no joke.
Now I'm going to go to Steph.
Yeah.
When we back in this era, when we started watching, Steph making shots from half court changed the game completely. Because back in the day, that used to be a bad shot.
It's still a bad shot. It's still a bad shot.
Right, but not
Steph
for him,
makes
though.
that shit. He makes it.
Not for him. Because his percentage is like 70% from behind there. You know what I mean? And I don't want you to quote me on that. But
No. I know what you're saying. You try to say he makes the shot. One thing about Steph, I hate to say this because he's only played half his career. I mean, I think if you ask me, he's got at least 9 more years to play, barring no big injuries. Right? Hold on. Let me get this nut off. I can already say right now, and like I said, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one.
Right.
But if somebody came to me with a gun in my head, one of my favorite sayings, who's the best shooter you ever seen? I would love to my heart to say Larry Bird. Not going to lie to you. I love Larry Bird shooting. But I got to say Steph, man. Steph makes it look so effing easy. Steph is to the point where he's pulling out from 7 feet off the 3-point line, shooting it and turning his back before the ball goes in, and it's all net. He's making it shit look ridiculous. And I'm not a big Steph fan because if you're a guy that you don't play defense for me, you don't go both sides, I'm not a fan of yours. So that's why I don't like Steph like that. But I got to give props to due. That's what I do. I'm the raw truth. Steph Curry, to me, is the best shooter I ever seen. And you could put Ray Allen. You could put Reggie Miller. What's my homeboy name from the Seattle Supersonics with the flat top? I can't remember his name right now. Dale Ellis. All these guys can shoot.
Right, yes.
But Steph, by far, man, he's the nicest. And I'm not even mentioning his handling. His handling is so underrated because he shoots so good that's what makes him get these open shots and create his own shots. But yeah, bro.
And I'm gonna say this like this, man. When I made the point about him being a very influential person on the whole entire NBA, I made it like this. 'Cause I remember, I would say last year, my nephew, he's a real good basketball player.
Right.
I'm trying to train him on the fundamentals of how to play basketball. What does he want to do? He wants to sit behind the 3-point line and just take threes all day like Steph. You know what I'm saying? I can't get him to do a layup drill. I can't get him to, you know what I'm saying, to rebound, to do all the necessary things that's going to make him better. All he wants to do is take threes. That's it. So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, let me support your point. Let me support your point. Steph is a career 43.5% 3-point shooter.
Wow.
If I didn't look at Larry Bird, I could be wrong, but I guarantee you he's in the high 30s. Steph is by far one of the best 3-point shooters. Now, you might get a guy that get a little better average who shot way more less than 3-pointers than him, but Steph's that dude, man. Some people would say his teammate Klay Thompson is a better 3-point shooter. As far as just shooting an open 3.
I would say Klay Thompson is better at the set shot.
Yeah, he's got a crazy set shot. He's got a crazy set shot.
Yeah.
He can't really create his own shot, but his set shot is bananas. So how do you defend two guys that shoot this
better
good?
When there's a hand in his face.
Right.
To me.
Oh, man.
Now, what'd you just say?
I said, how do you defend 2 caliber guys like this throughout
That's
a whole
why they
game?
call them the Splash Brothers, man.
Oh, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I can see Michael. And if let's say they They put Scotty on Clay. I could see them defending them like to the best of their ability, but not too many guys can defend these guys, man. Kyrie Irving did pretty good on Steph that last series when they beat Dub Nation. But it was more that Steph wasn't making the shots because he missed a lot of shots. I mean, they were from way out. One thing Kyrie did is push them way out. But those are shots that were falling for Steph all season, but it didn't drop in that Game 7 when they lost to the Cavaliers. I mean, he couldn't hit a shot. I remember him missing like 6 straight. I was like, I never seen Steph look this human before. But that's the downside of a jump shot shooter and a jump shot game. See, if you go inside, so many probabilities. You can get fouled. You make your shot. But when you're shooting threes from that far, you could basically eliminate getting fouled. So you got to make those shots.
I'll say this to close, man. How many times do we watch a Warrior game when the Warriors get down by 20 going into the third quarter? By the fourth quarter, they're up by 25.
And the books know that because when they got the in running play, when they got the in running line, only Warriors -1. You be how the hell the Warriors are -1 and they up 20 because they already know they're gonna make a comeback. They already know they're gonna, especially when they used to be in the Oracle. Even though they got the new stadium now, but they just got that new stadium. But when they was in the Oracle, man, you know they was coming back. I mean, you knew they was coming back. The predictors knew it. The people that set up the lines knew it. So it was really a bad bet because if you're down 20 in the third quarter, you want to get at least a +6 for the game. How you got a -1? That's why I never betted those bets. Even if I knew they were coming back. Give me some points,
you can call me a bad bettor, but you already know I went into like five weeks straight and just took the Warriors. Money line.
Hold up, dog. My man Humpty just supported my point. When you're shooting them outside shots and you streak shooting, a lot of times they don't fall. And that would be the downfall. But this is the thing about the Warriors, Humpty. Rarely you're going to get, especially when they had KD, rarely you're going to have 3 great shooters and all of them have bad nights. That almost never happens. And that's why when KD left, it was so big because now it became 2 great shooters instead of 3. And I understand they got Allen Wiggins now, but Wiggins is not no KD whatsoever. Draymond Green ain't no KD. Now, Wiggins would make him better because he's versatile. I think he make a nice fit if they keep him there, but he ain't never going to be no KD.
I'm going to want to say something about Wiggins real quick, and then we'll close, man.
Yeah,
I'm going to say this. Wiggins is one dude that does not play to his potential. He's a way better player than he plays on the court.
No, I know what you're saying.
And that's why it's hard for a lot of people to play with him because he doesn't play up to his full potential.
Well, Steve Kerr's gonna get the best out of him because when you got some championships, when you got championships on the ceiling and in locker room and all that, he gonna know he gotta have to step his game up or they gonna send him packing ASAP. So he gonna have to bring his A game day in and day out. So whatever he did in Minnesota, he might as well have left it in Minnesota. Feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
And that's bottom line. But, Gary, what else you got for us before we move on, brother? I appreciate your topic. I like the game changer thing. Nobody had hit me with that yet. And no disrespect to LeBron. No disrespect to LeBron. No disrespect to him.
Oh, I love LeBron. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But LeBron didn't have me going out and running out trying to cop Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go and buy the brand new LeBrons when they came out. I grabbed those Jordans. You know what I'm saying? I had to have them. If you played basketball back in the day, you had to have Jordans.
Right.
And that's my point.
Well, look, let me support the youngins. I consider you an old school cat like myself. You got the little 25, 26-year-olds. You got the Noah Parkers out there that act like LeBron. Noah Parker got about 2 LeBron jerseys. He's kind of big with no jump shot like LeBron, but he's a hustle mania kind of guy. So Noah Parker got a lot of premature game of a LeBron James. So he's a diehard LeBron James fan, and that's why he's so in denial that Jordan's better than LeBron, because you got to understand, these young guys, like I said in my prior show, LeBron is their Michael Jordan. He is their Michael Jordan. They never got to see Mike.
The stats that you brought up before, LeBron has been there. He's had opportunities to get a chip, and some games he doesn't show up. So how can we call him better than Michael when Michael always shows up?
Because they bring up the 8 straight finals he made it to, or 9 straight finals, right? But like my man said, how do you go to a girl's house 9 times, right? Nobody home, and you only hit it 3 times. That's the best way to put it. Mike went 6 times and hit it 6 times, and hit it before the 7th game every time. And then I'm not just going to make it championship. Let's wipe out the championship, because I'm pretty sure if my man Ernesto's looking, he's like, oh, Al, you always go to championships. Just the fact of the killer instinct. And I hope y'all looking at that Last Dance, because it shows you exactly what went on in that era. And
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this last. If you want to talk about the killer, you want to talk about the killer instinct, Kobe has more comparison to Mike.
Indeed.
To me.
But Noah Parker's going to say, hold on. My boy Noah's going to say he had the worst shooting percentage because Kobe was gunning. But I like the fact that he still had that killer instinct, though. Kobe wanted the ball late. Right. I never felt like that about LeBron. And then they made up a stat that, LeBron got a lot of, game finishing, shots. I mean, he played more games than a lot of these superstars already for missing college. But I know that's not his fault. I'm not knocking him for that. But you got to put that in the picture. You got to put that he's got way more attempts. Just like I told my boy the other day, if a baseball player played 4 more years, it's not his fault, but he's gonna scrabble up more numbers. He's gonna get more RBIs, more home runs. Don't 4 years, he can stack up his stat sheet with that. And that's what LeBron's doing. LeBron might end up breaking every scoring, most points ever, most rebounds, because his longevity of playing. But I'm not knocking him. I'm saluting him. But you can't use that against a guy that played less years and say that he averaged more per season or he was better because of that. You see what I'm saying? I'm just totally against that.
To be in the conversation, he's going to have to get him 3 more championships, man. That's just the bottom line.
Well, I got people now that think if he wins one more,
come and talk to us. Other than that, I don't want to hear it.
I got people right now that swear to God that if LeBron wins one more, he's with Michael or he's over Michael. I don't know where the hell they get that from, dog. No, I'm serious. Like, give me some of that shit you're smoking. I need some of that. I need some of that because where do you get a 4-6 record to outshine a 6-0? Where? Nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
They must not understand simple math, man. That's all, man. You know when you're a fan, you get a little delusional. You're just a fan. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the thing. You're trying to hit them with facts and the raw truth, and they're fans. They just love him. That's just it.
That's what I'm saying. When you listen,
you got to just leave it at that. There's no winning.
Yeah, listen. Let's not overkill.
You can hit them with facts.
Let's not overkill, because I'm one of them guys in a rap song. How many guys can you kill in a rap song? In one rap song. So me saying that, I got to apply that to me now. We can't keep killing this conversation every fucking time because it becomes boring to the viewers. But what I'm gonna just say is, I never was a Mike just fan. I like Mike's game, but like I said, I love Magic and I love Isaiah. I love Isaiah and I love him on the court. I hate them as coaches. On the court, they were my best players. What else does Mike got to do to prove that he's the best ever? I mean, the guy did it all. Name me something that he lacked. Okay, he gambled. But does that mean he wasn't the greatest player on the court? That's like saying Pete Rose ain't the best base hit hitter in baseball because he gambled. We all know Pete Rose was the greatest hitter. I mean, not hitter, but base hit hitter in baseball. He had like 43, 4,400 hits. Nobody can ever come close to that. You dig what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and we can end
close it up. Close it up,
man.
because we gotta close it. I got all the colors calling in. But go ahead, my brother.
When did Mike retire?
Damn. I know 98, like 2000, he went to the Wizards. I don't know exactly. I don't got that information in front of me. It probably was
Okay.
about 2000, 2002, if I'm correct. Don't hold me to it, though.
Okay. So let's just say, for argument's sake, like 18 years ago. 18 years ago, he's still in the conversation with these new cats that have been in the league for eons. You know what I'm saying? He still has the number one selling shoe. Still. He's captivating us with his documentary. You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing on TV right now for a sports cat. Enough said.
Yeah, I got more to say. I got more to say, but I'm going to hold it for my boy Ernest Vega, who's going to call in. And I don't want to take away from his topic, but I got something big on that right there. But unfortunately, I'm going to release that on the next one because we're going to be here another 10 minutes. Rio, any last things you want to say, brother?
Hey, man, I just want to say thank you, Al, man. Keep on giving it to the people the way you do, man, and you know, keeping it Dougie, man, all right?
I have to. That's the only way I know. All right, yo, listen, thank you for calling in, and I'll talk to you soon, and I appreciate you, bro.
All right, bro.
Okay. Humpty, I don't know what you mean that I'm contradicting. The only thing I'm saying is that if a player played longer than another player, I'm not knocking him. But at the same time, of course, he's going to generate bigger numbers at the end of his career. That's why when I talk to you, Hump, I always say, give me an average per year. I like the average per year than total numbers. Because if you got a guy that played 20 years, compare a guy that played 13 years, I'm not knocking the guy that did 20. God bless him. He had a longer career. You can't knock him for that. But at the same time, you can't run with that either, just with that. You can't. You got to give me more than that. You got to give me more than that. And Pete Rose, all I said about Pete Rose is he was the greatest hitter in baseball, basically, his father's hits. Pete Rose was the greatest hit leader, but Pete Rose, we all know he gambled on his team. He gambled against his team. And, I mean, you can't do that. You can't do that. Mike gambled. Mike is wrong, too. But Pete Rose just took it to a whole other level. I mean, when you gambling on your team and against your team as a player manager or a manager, it don't get worse than that. I mean, you want me to break it down? That's like playing your woman, not only with another woman, but playing your woman with a family member. That brings the degree higher. I mean, they both wrong. Both of them are wrong. But when you play like that, that's some next level shit, man. I believe it like that. Yo, call me up, man. Open sessions, 917-723-8264. My juices is bubbling, man. Anybody want to call in? Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, man. Hold up. I think I got a call right here. Somebody try to call. Let me call back to make sure. Let me make sure if this is Ernest Vega. Give me a minute, guys. Yeah, it's about to be popping, man. Hold on. Let me get this right here. Ernest Vega, if you can hear me, try calling again, brother. I'm sorry I didn't pick up, but if you can hear me, call back, my brother. Call back. Let me see if I can get him. Give me a minute, guys.
Yo, Al, yo.
Ernest Vega?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes,
guys,
sir.
whoever's tuning in, you want to stay tuned into this. I'm not selling you anything. You want to log off? Go ahead. You're lost. My man got some stuff for y'all today. Ernest Vega, talk to us, man.
Talk to me. Let's talk about this gambling. Back then when that took place, that gambling, there was a lot of speculation, you know. Of course, Michael being the biggest thing, you know, in basketball. And then you got the father, you know, something, you know, with the passing and all that. People thought it went both ways. But a lot of people fail to realize we had guys like Charles Barkley who had a gambling problem, just as big as Jordan, and they didn't make a big deal about that. Okay, you got a guy like Wayne Gretzky who was part ownership of an NHL team and had a scandal, and obviously the wife obviously took the blame. But what they did was they Wayne Gretzky had to step down
as whatever position he had in the NHL. And like you said, Pete Rose, yeah. I think Pete Rose goes in the Hall of Fame, and they're gonna do him wrong.
Okay, Ernest, can I get 10 seconds? Give me 10 seconds, okay? Humpty,
sure.
Humpty, you're right. He did have more at bats than Ty Cobb. I wasn't thinking that far. Now I know what you meant about contradicting. You're right. You're right. As far as when it comes to that. But Pete Rose, all them hits, it's going to be hard to beat his record. But of course, it's because all the years he played. So I stand to correct myself. I always say I'm not always right, Hump. That's the difference between me and a lot of other cats. You got a great point. I salute your point, brother. Now let's move on, Ernest. Let's get it popping, man.
Yeah, like I said, they made it. It's a lot of speculation. It's a lot of he said, about did David Stern really, suspend Michael for this gambling, or did Michael,
Yeah, my man said Antoine Walker was a gambler too. Antoine Walker.
Yeah, there's a lot, like I said.
Yo, he lost everything. I remember Antoine Walker lost everything, but yeah.
These guys got money, so these guys can do whatever they want. I mean, if they want to gamble, that's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? But, of course, during the season and all that, there was a lot of speculations that Michael did retire because, David Stern might have had a piece of the action of him, suspending him or whatever. But like I said, that's a lot of he said, she said. So, it is what it is when it comes to that topic. You know what I'm saying? But as we watch this documentary, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of truth and not truth, especially when it came to that to Michael's agent.
Talk to us, baby. Talk to us. Yeah.
Who claims he got Michael Jordan a Nike shoe contract, which to me was bogus.
Can you get us a name? I need a name. Can you give me a name?
Well, I don't actually know his name, but he's in the documentary.
Right.
But there's a guy that goes by the name of Sonny Basquero there's a book on him, and there's a documentary called Soul Man.
Right.
And what it is, he's the one who actually put Nike sneakers in college basketball. Okay. Who also got guys like Kobe Bryant and Tracy McGrady shoe contracts. Okay. What he did was, and they actually show in the documentary where you see Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, who were signed to Converse, so they couldn't do anything to them. But what they wanted to do was take Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, and Michael Jordan, put them all together, and split all this money they had at the table. But Sonny Basquero turned around and said, "You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put all this money and invest it all on Mike."
Okay, hold up, Ernest. My boy said Sonny Vaccaro. Does that ring a bell?
Basquero, that's yeah. The last name is hard for me to pronounce, but yeah, that's exactly who.
Okay, my man, the dog catcher came up. Good looking dog catcher. I like that. But yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually the man who got Michael Jordan the contract. You know what I'm saying? And of course, had the belief in Michael because he knew there was something special about him. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the rest is history. It just takes off. Right. You know what I'm saying? And of course, that's how Patrick Ewing ended up getting a contract from Adidas because already Nike dished out all that money, and they wasn't going to give any more big contracts at that time. You know what I'm saying, to anybody else.
Okay, but, let me pause you. Let me pause you. I'm going to rewind because I got something on my mind.
Go ahead.
I know you like the Chicago Bulls. You're a real Bulls fan. You're a Jordan fan, right? But I kind of felt like you skated through Michael gambling. And I'm going to keep it gully because that's how I do on my show. Hold on. Matter of fact, my man Humpty just put something in. Yeah, see, Humpty thinking like me. We thinking the same shit. I didn't hear you knock Michael Jordan at all on this gambling shit. And I'm not feeling that because Michael played a part in this. What I don't know is if David Stern was involved in making believe like Mike retired, and then they had like a download agreement where he had to get out of basketball, but they didn't want to put that out there in public. That's what I don't know. Exactly. I don't have no facts to that. Now, everything that we coming up with and they came up with is indicating that, but at the end of the day, that's not enough for me. I'm the type of dude, I need concrete evidence. That is not concrete evidence. But I want you to knock your boy, Michael Jordan, on my show. I know he's your boy. I knock my people when they wrong. Tell me where, in your eyes, where Michael did wrong at. I want to hear this.
I believe. I actually have the.
Don't stutter, baby. You ain't stutter the whole conversation. Don't start stuttering now, dog.
I believe. I believe that he was suspended. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna cover it up.
Okay.
I believe it's a whole cover up. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of do's and don'ts in your contracts in professional sports, and gambling is one of them. That's why it took so long for the city of Vegas to actually get a professional team, which is, of course, the NHL team first, and now they got the Raiders going over there.
Great
point. Because of all the gambling, with all the gambling going on, you know what I'm saying? Especially in Jersey, you have MetLife Stadium right next to FanDuel. Like, that's a little until a scandal don't come out of that, you'll see a new story developing. But as far as Michael's concerned, I believe there's a cover up somewhere. Just like Michael wanted to say, he didn't have nothing to do with Isaiah Thomas going to the Dream Team. That to me was bullshit. I know Michael has something to do with that. But people try to say also, people also try to say that the Detroit Pistons and the Chicago Bulls rivalry started with all that walking off the court and beating up Mike.
No, I'm saying what did Michael not have nothing to do with Isaiah going to the All-Star game?
No, they say that Michael had nothing to do with Isaiah Thomas not going to the Dream Team.
Of course he did.
He had nothing to do with that.
He admitted it. He basically admitted it. When they called him, I don't know who called him, he said, he didn't say his name. He said, is this guy going over there? They knew what he meant. He meant Isaiah Thomas.
They asked him, does he want to play for the Dream Team? And he turned around. All he said was, well, who's playing? Like common sense, you already know the greatest players on earth.
And when they answered his question that he's not going to be there, that's when he decided to go out there. So obviously, he had a lot to do with Isaiah not playing in that Dream Team. I mean, I've been knew that.
What I try to tell people is, when Michael, as a rookie, came into the league and he was doing already what he was accomplishing, at the All-Star game, they froze him. Isaiah was like, we're not giving this kid the rock for nothing. They already knew what it was. And, of course, years down the line, they meet the Detroit Pistons, and they start beating him up physically and mentally as a basketball player. And, of course, when they finally lose, at the end, like Horace said, a bunch of bitches, you know what I'm saying, they walked off without even acknowledging Michael Jordan, like, okay, congratulations.
I'm going to tell
continue on success.
I'm going to tell you why that was so whack. Isaiah tried to say, remember, I'm a big Isaiah fan on the court. He tried to say that Boston did it to them. Now, when you watch the video, a lot of people saying that McHale slapped Isaiah, right? But I'm going to tell you right now,
he was giving him
Boston did walk off. Isaiah was right about that. And he did go after McHale. He was right about that. But I'm going to tell you where Isaiah was wrong. Michael Jordan in every fucking defeat, against them bad boy Pistons, stood in the middle of the court and shook all their hands.
Exactly.
That's where I knocked the Detroit Pistons at. I understand that Boston did it to them. But Isaiah, let me tell you something. Off the court, he's a snake. Isaiah reminds me of Derek Fisher in every which way. They'll tell you whatever looks right on TV and do the total opposite on some Kyrie Erving shit. You could throw Kyrie Erving in there with them. These are dudes that you talk to and you never get the right answer. They'll tell you what's publicly right or whatever it is. I don't like dudes like that. That's why Isaiah, I told my man Anderson Hunt a couple shows ago, he fucks with Isaiah because he's from the D. I said, Isaiah, I don't like him as far as a person or off the court. On the court, I looked up to him. And he lied on that situation because I'm telling you, you go to YouTube, you go to every time the bad boys beat him, every time you see Jordan shaking dudes' hands, bro. And mind you, they had a warrant out on Jordan. They had a bounty out on him. I know you know about that. They was dogging Michael Jordan, James Edwards of the world, Rick Mahorns of the world, John Sally's of the world, Microwave of the world, Dumas, Isaiah, Robin, Lane Beer. They all was out to tear up Michael Jordan. And that's another reason why, in my Michael Jordan argument, he didn't go take his talents elsewhere. He found a way to overcome the bad boys and worked out in the gym, got his body bigger, and made it happen. That next year, they went and swept those cats. Am I lying or not, Ernest?
No,
They went and
you're
swept
absolutely
them.
right.
And you couldn't shake
this
their
is what-
hands? I was not feeling
And
that,
this
bro.
is where I let the LeBron James fans know that LeBron James should have kept that in Boston, in Cleveland, and not quit on his team and run off to Miami. He should have overcome the Celtics like the way
That's
Michael
what
Jordan
I'm
overcame
saying,
the
but
Detroit Pistons.
nobody want to hear that. Now they automatically converts to, oh, it's a different era. People are doing things different now. Oh, Michael had a dream team. He had Ramen and he had Pippen. The only real trade that I can remember that the Bulls ever really did, they traded Scotty on draft day, but nobody knew what Scotty was going to be coming out of Arkansas. But we knew about
they drafted Olden Pollard.
Well, we knew about Rodman. Rodman came, bad boys went to the Spurs. Okay, that was an acquisition. Will Purdue, whatever. Okay, that's the only real big thing. Bill Cartwright, they traded him for Oakley. That was kind of an even swap. But the Rodman deal definitely made that second three-peat really come about. But Jordan stood home, is what I'm saying. He stood home. It was still Jud Bushler, Bill Wennington, Steve Kerr, and all these regular cats. LeBron went to a dream team. D. Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen. Come on, dog. Don't tell me that LeBron played with more bums than Jordan. Maybe early in those Cleveland years, but you can look at the early Chicago years.
LeBron James plays in a washed up league. It's almost a college level type level.
Yeah, but they saying that Jordan played with non-athletic people. So, a bunch of like jail type cats that wasn't athletic. So that's their excuse.
You know what it is? You got a lot of these guys talking about Michael Jordan in the 90s, and they're not talking about the 80s. You see what I'm saying?
Man, I seen
the 86
Ernest, I seen him. The reason why I admired the dude, and I have to admire him, I seen the punishment. I literally watched these games as a kid and understood the punishment he was going through. Because Lane B and them, I used to hate them. My New York Knicks used to go to war with them. Patrick Ewing, that's why I love Patrick Ewing. Whether he choked on that big roll, whatever. Patrick Ewing was swinging that Lane beard, ready to get it on with Rodman, whatever. Patrick Ewing was ready. And when we got Oakley and Mason, it was a wrap. But what I'm saying is, my Knicks battled them. And I know how tough they were. And the Bulls wasn't tough. Michael came out of North Carolina, was all finesse player. Michael was what, $170, $180? He knew he had. Hold up. Okay, we back on. Michael found a way. It didn't matter. People want to say, oh, Scottie Pippen came, that changed everything. My man, Scottie Pippen went to the Bulls on draft day from Seattle. To me, he never played a game in Seattle, so he's a Bull. What are you trying to say? He didn't have to take his talents elsewhere. He didn't have to do that. And when he went to the Wizards, what happened? He didn't get no rings with the Wizards because he just went over there basically to prove a point. But go ahead, bro.
That's like Charlotte drafting Kobe Bryant, but got traded over to the Lakers the same night.
Yeah. And then you say, oh, but they got him from Charlotte. He ain't even shoot up, dog.
Now, before we sign off, the one thing I do want to say is that for all these youngsters, I've always said, and I've said it on your show before, to me personally, there's no such thing as the Black Mamba way. You heard it himself in the documentary. What you get from him, what you get from Kobe, is all from Michael. So what everybody sees the mentality. That's why I say when you see Michael get choked up talking about everybody saying, well, he was this, he was that, because the way he went hard in practice and all that. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, Kobe Bryant went hard in practice the same way Michael did. Unfortunately, he wasn't putting hands on anybody.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was a different era.
My man,
when you grew up in the 70s and the 80s, it was a rough, tough era growing up.
Yeah, let me
And
tell you.
that's the way the mentality Michael had.
Right. Let me tell you how bad Kobe wanted to be MJ. He used to talk like him in interviews, dog. I used to be like, look at this dude. Then that shot, that Jordan shot. And last but not least, this was the shit that really had me bugging. He grabbed the finals trophy, kissed it, and cried on the floor just like Mike. I'm like, how much can a dude, and rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, rest in peace to the Black Mamba, Kobe B. Bryant. I love him. Listen, he's one of my favorite players, but we keeping it gully on my show. We just keeping it gully, man. That's all we doing. We ain't knocking the dude. He just loved Jordan that much. But he did, in the latter part of his career, I'm going to disagree with you with the Black Mamba, he did develop his own way of playing. And there was a time where I looked at Kobe where he didn't look like Mike no more. He didn't look like Mike no more.
Towards the end, you could tell the body, the wear and tear was already coming towards him.
Yeah, because I'm going to give you an example. There was a pitcher named Charlie Morton who's pitching in baseball right now. Charlie Morton stole
with the Pirates.
Yeah. He stole Roy Halladay's windup. I mean, he was pitching just like Roy Halladay when he went to the Phillies. But then, when he got traded, he developed his own way of pitching, and Charlie Morton is one of the earned run average leaders in baseball. The guy can deal now.
For the Tampa Bay
But there was a minute where when he pitching with Houston, he was killing them in Houston. But when he was in Philly, he stole his exact windup. And I'm like, how do you do that? Like, but what's up with this self-identity? How dude's trying to be another dude? If you did that in the rap game, you would get murdered in the rap game if you took somebody's stuff. Like right now, I don't want to mention no names. I got dude trying to steal my flow on talk shows. I'm keeping it real. But I ain't going to call no names out because I'm not here for that. Dudes, be yourself, man. Be yourself. That's the best way to get through life. Be original. Be yourself. Because if you don't think I'm going to notice it and my peoples ain't going to notice it, you're going to get murdered later on down your career, bro. And I'm going to leave it like that. But yeah, Ernest, what else you got for us, baby?
No, but right now, I'm going to let you finish off the night. You know what I'm saying? Let you do your thing.
Appreciate. Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, Sunday, these last two chapters, you know, that kick in, you know, I hope everybody appreciates what they saw from not only the 90s, but the 80s, for where it all began for him. You know what I'm saying? And they get a good sense of what Michael, who he really was on that court. You know what I'm saying? Because when people talk about being an assassin, yeah, we had Kobe, we got Allen Iverson, you know what I'm saying? We got guys like Russell Westbrook, but there'll never be an assassin like Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's words that can't even explain who he was, you know what I'm saying, when he had that ball in his hand. But I just hope everybody appreciates who he was. And, of course, the young guys, like I always say, they say LeBron's this, LeBron's that, but be the same ones waiting a whole week in front of Nike Town waiting to cop a pair of Michael Jordan. The number one selling sneaker of all time.
You got LeBron. You got LeBron dudes buying Jordans, but then talking that LeBron shit, right? All right, listen.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yo, before I forget, The Last Dance, it being a 10-part series, they got real lucky that this pandemic came about. I'm going to tell you why. If we would have been on normal grounds, meaning like life was regular, a lot of people would have jumped out about a 4th, 5th episode. Let's keep it going. People ain't trying to stick no 10 episodes on nothing. With even 2 every week. They got real lucky this pandemic because it's not much to do. So now you got people really tune in on Sundays because we all quarantine the fuck out. But they got real lucky because I think 10 part of anything is too much of it. And then you got
but you know what?
Hold up.
We're talking about the Bulls and Michael.
No, I know that. That's why I was going to say the aficionados of sports, basically the guys on my page tuning in now, we all would have watched it. But I'm talking about the guys that are just getting into sports, you know, just starting to feel sports. They would have chumped out. They would have chumped out after the 4th one. But us aficionados are banging out because this is what we do and we love this. But I'm going to tell you now, they got real lucky through the pandemic because that shit's going through the roof, dog. That shit, yo,
That's
my man
viral.
said it's
going
longer
viral.
than
It's going
roots.
viral.
Yo, my man said it's longer than roots, which is true. But like I said, Humpty, they got lucky via the pandemic. But yo, Ernest Vega, thank you once again for dropping the knowledge on the Al York Sports Show.
Yo, nothing but love.
Always, brother, and I'll
Al
talk to
York
you
Sports
sooner
Show.
than later.
All right, you be good, baby. One love. Al York Sports in the building,
My
baby.
nigga Ernest Vega, man. Love, baby.
All
Okay,
right,
guys, we got 5 minutes left. Thank you, Ernest Vega, for the knowledge. Thank you, Rio, for the knowledge. Let me finish up this James Harrison. I got a lot of more topics, but 5 minutes I'm not going to be able to cover. My thing is, what did James Harrison get for throwing Mike Tomlin under the bus? If y'all got the answer to that, y'all can message me underneath. If y'all want to call, we got 5 minutes. But my thing is, what's the purpose of it? Is he holding like a grudge because Tomlin kind of told him like you was done? Because I know when he went to New England, Belichick and them let him play 3 downs. But they run a different kind of system on defense. Hold on, we got a call coming in. This will be the last call of the day. Welcome to the Al York Sports Show,
What
baby.
up, baby?
What's going
What
on?
up?
Yo,
What's going
you
on?
got 5 minutes. Go ahead, it's all yours.
Hey, what's going on? It's Juice.
Oh, what's going on, dog? We working, man. You know I'm working, man. Underarm
Hey, man,
sweating, my stomach is sweating. I'm working, baby. Talk to me, baby.
Hey, I just wanted to call in and say, man, I appreciate the love. Like what you gave to us today. The topic was excellent.
Appreciate
You
it.
always come with something new, a new angle. Man, before you know me, I was always in the book and shit. But since I've been quarantined out, I've been listening to this shit, and I'm really feeling what you're doing.
Appreciate you, brother. Just like I appreciate your knowledge on them underdogs. There ain't no better underdog picker than you. And I'm not ashamed to say that on my show, bro. You know how to pick them dogs, man. I ain't never seen a dude pick underdogs like you. I'm a favorite guy. I see you take games, but I'm looking at you like this motherfucker crazy. And I seen him win, not only cover the spread, win right in front of my face. And I'm like, yo, this dude knows something I don't know. Like, you know something I don't know. You have to tell me what the fuck it is because I see you do it multiple times. But go ahead, brother. What you got for us today?
Shit, the fight card coming in. I mean, they got a little fight card tomorrow, you know.
Right.
Shit, I was just going to drop a little fight I like. It's pretty much going against what I like to do as a dog. It's actually a little favorite. I like Walt Harris. I like Walt Harris on the main event against Erving.
Okay, Walt Harris. What's the line on Walt Harris? UFC, right?
What'd you say?
UFC, right?
Yep, UFC.
Okay, what's the line on Walt Harris?
He opened at 160. He dropped down to 145 right now. He's at 145.
Plus or minus?
Minus. He's a favorite.
Okay. All right, guys. My man, the dog catcher, he actually gave out a favorite today. He doesn't just take dogs, he takes favorites. He's giving out Walt Harris. So if you guys want to put a little money on that, don't put no rent money on it. Don't put your light bill on it. Put whatever you could afford to lose. If you got $60 hanging around or $160 hanging around that you could live without, bet it because my man's been solid. He gave me 6 out of 7 the other day in UFC and went 2-0 on his major plays. So I'm here to vouch for him. And we know we ain't lying on the show. One thing you gonna know, we ain't lying on the show. I told y'all straight out, my man Justin, you lost to Tony Ferguson, and I didn't jump on it because there was too much money coming in on that fight, and that led me to stay away from it. Take Walt Harris, win or lose. My man's been hot. Like I said, 6 out of 7, 2-0 in the big plays. Walt Harris at minus 145 for the UFC. And that's another thing. Once we start getting going with the everyday life, where my show offers what a lot of shows ain't doing is we give out free plays at the end of the show. Kind of like the Smack DVD when he had all the hip-hop shit, then he put the battle at the end. And you seen what the battle came about because now they blew up on some URL shit. So all I'm telling you is we giving out solid plays at the end of our show where y'all can make some money. Not only y'all gonna get entertained, we giving y'all money too. How can you beat that? But go ahead, Juice.
That's all right there, man. Do what you do.
Okay, brother, listen, thank you for the knowledge. Every week, whenever there's something, even if you just call in to give out a free play, Let these guys know what Juice is about. I want them to know what you're about. I want you to go on a little 6-1 row so they can see, yo, this guy is no joke. But show them. You showed me. I know what you're about, but I want you to show the viewers now. Copy?
You got it.
Okay, brother.
You got it.
Yo, stay good, and we'll talk soon, brother.
All right, bro.
Okay, brother. All right, guys. Thank you for another show. Hold on. Let me see something. Something's happening, right? Give me a minute. Yeah, thank you for tuning in to another show. Appreciate everybody. I mean, everybody for tuning in. Like I said, y'all could be doing anything else, but y'all taking time to tune into my show, and I appreciate that to the bottom of my heart, and I will continue to give you nothing but the raw truth to help you God, man. And I ain't lying, dog. I'd rather die telling the truth than live as a liar. And with that, I'm going to close the book. God bless y'all. I love y'all. Stay up. Al York Sports, baby. Love.